I'm here in the studio with Testido and me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Me.
Hi guys.
Hi. Yeah.
We're making some electronic music and EDM, basically. This is like our first song that's ever gonna be released officially, and I think it sounds pretty well.
Yeah. Maybe we should show.
Should we give them a preview?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll just turn the speakers down a bit because it's pretty high. I'll start from the build-up.
Just a little preview there.
A little preview.
What kind of program do you use?
We use FL Studio for all of our music making, and I think we could use Logic, which is like another software to edit music and add vocals to stuff like.
Yeah, but it's for Mac, right?
Yeah, it's for Mac, but I have a Mac computer from my school, so.
Yeah. Okay. So, what does music mean to you?
Everything.
Everything. Our lives are based on the music we do.
Yeah.
Because
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I don't see myself living in Sweden anymore. I can say as much as that.
No.
It's like I got rid of all my old things in my room, my toys and stuff, and I was like, no, this is gonna be my studio. This is not gonna be my room.
It's time to grow up.
Yeah, it's time to grow up now. We're like 17 years. I'm 17 years old, and you're 16. So I thought like, yeah, my childhood is over now. It's time for music. It's time for production. It's time for efficiency, and it's time for the EDM.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have any more music you wanna show?
Yeah, we have some things. I don't know.
Not really well produced, but still,
I have
some kind of music.
I have one thing that I think you might like, and it's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I made this from listening to the intro.
Maybe doing a remix of it in the future.
Yeah, that's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were a character in Game of Thrones, who would you be?
I think I would be... I'll be the small kid in the first episode that falls down from the towers, because I'm afraid of heights, but I love climbing, so it's kind of contradictionary, but it's fun as fuck. I love it.
Yeah. I haven't seen Game of Thrones so much, but I don't know.
Okay.
But we can talk about how we make our music. And
Yeah.
what's the process about it?
First, we usually start off with I made a song in 20 minutes right now.
Yeah. We start by
When you were on your way here. So basically, this is the first part of the song where I usually just add kicks. And then after I had the kicks, I add some claps to it. And then we do the melody, but the melody has to be in the background. And then it progresses for 30 seconds, and then after that I'll go into some kind of sweep or white noise, and then into some kind of melody that is
more
based upon the intro but more melodic.
Yeah.
And that's 30 seconds as well, and then we have a 15-second build-up which I'm gonna place right here, and after that we'll have some kind of drop that's gonna sound pretty much like this.
Yeah.
Wait, give me a second because it's So yeah, this is early stage. I don't even know if I'm gonna continue with it, but
yeah, it's a prototype.
It's a prototype, and I think it'll go pretty well because I think that sounds pretty good.
It's got potential.
Yeah.
What we're trying to make here is something with potential that can be evolved into something more progressive and.
You think it's gonna be a hit?
Most likely not, because
you never know.
most of the hit music that is released around on the radio and that people listen to is mostly like chill music. But we're making
commercial music.
commercial
Yeah,
music,
commercial.
exactly. But we're making like big room and festival music, so
Yeah.
we're aiming for the stars, so to say.
That's awesome.
And that's my fine background.
What made you start working with music?
I believe my work is pretty much based upon Calvin Harris, Riggy and Piros, and this other guy who's called Deadmau5, because they're my favorites in the EDM industry. And I know, Eric, you like Hardwell.
Yeah, Hardwell, Steve Aoki, Quintino, Calvin Harris also, and Avicii, Alesso. There's a lot of names that have inspired me to start making this kind of music. But what really started making, what really made me start with this kind of music was actually Tomorrowland, a very famous festival that is in Belgium, which is huge. It's like 140 people gathered in one place.
140,000.
140,000, that's right.
Exactly, not 140.
And they all gather and they party in 3 days straight. With everybody is gathered with the same kind of music taste you got. There's a lot of different stages and a lot of different music, and it's all under the wonderful thing that we call EDM.
Yeah.
So basically, we're just trying to live the dream. So this is like another song that we have to show off if you're interested.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
like. So first we begin with a couple of drum patterns and some snares or kicks and taps, and the melody in the background.
Yeah.
And here we go on the melody, so it doesn't get boring. And here we have a sort of illustrated build-up that will lead into a melody. So that's basically our track, and we won't show you the drop just because of two reasons. Number one, it is not finished yet, and it might give you wrong expectations on whether the song is going to be good or not. And the second reason being that it's more funny to keep it a secret. Because trolling is funny, and also keeping people on edge is funny. And that's basically what the music industry is all about, so we're learning.
Yeah.
Slow but progressive learning.